Welcome everyone, this is Scramble from Emotionless Crypto Trading. Today is the last day of 2018 and we're going to discuss about Bitcoin and Ethereum price analysis. As usually, we're not doing predictions or any investment advices here. My role is to collect information, put them together like a puzzle and share with you for your trading benefits. That's what I'm doing. Right, so let's get started. We have a discussion with BTC and Ethereum today. Now the market cap is 128 billion and it's sitting around this level for the last few days since Christmas. Since 24th, 25th of December till 31st of December, we're kind around the same range with an average 24 hours volume. Great for day trading, $14 billion right now, but it used to be around 15, 12, 13, 14, so around this levels, which is great at this period for day trading because the market has movements of 1 to 2% like spikes every day. We're going to see what I'm talking about in a few moments, right? On the other side, today, as looking at the percentages compared to the yesterday's prices 24 hours ago, we're lower slightly a little bit. Differences are somewhere around 1% to 3% from yesterday prices. Right now, that being said, I like to share with you the BTC's technical analysis especially. We've got a trending resistance line which is having multiple confirmations and it starts here from the top, which is creating a specific channel right now. The only channel we're into as short term. Because we're looking at 30-minute candlestick Bitcoin paired up with the US dollar for Bitfinex exchange. Here we go, 30-minute candlestick. Let's take a look at the other details as well. Something that keeps our structure at the moment is the 3,850 support line, right? This guy. Just take a look at it. And what we're going to do is we're going to have an exercise of counting the confirmations this line has. So if we break below this line, then a lot of the bulls are going to lose their battle and the price are having a big potential to break below even this support line as well, which is the 3,700. We have to be very careful right now to see how we're going to react once again at 3,850 support line. Right now, before we do that, let's take a look at the number of confirmations we have for this price point and see how powerful it is. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're falling below here. 9 on this side, plus 10, 11, 12 confirmations on 3,850. So that's how powerful it is. It all started around 25th of December, right? So basically, Christmas period, holidays period, everything. It's been supporting us on the 3,850 until today. Now today is another day and we have to see if the price point is going to survive continuing supporting and finding confirmations until we break out of this trending resistance line, which is pretty difficult. On the other side, if you take a look at this little breakout here, and that's called the false breakout, and it do not count as a confirmed breakout, which tells us the market is going to go towards after a usual breakout. By the way, the definition is set up, right? So the definition of a breakout says it normally and clearly that once the breakout is happening, it needs to go parabolically with large volume in the direction of a breakout. What happened here is the volume have increased. You can see what happened after the breakout. But for who? For the bears. You see how the long red candlestick is falling down and it's confirming exactly once again at 3,850 range, which is very, very accurate. So these days, it was pretty easy to trade on day trading, especially because we had this 3,850 line supporting us and telling us always that, hey, if this is confirming that you can enter for long and then expect resistance at the trending line and then short it from there down the way, right? So this is, as theoretically speaking, how we're doing it. On the other side, like I said, if this line of 3,850 stops supporting us for some reasons, By the way, let me tell you another thing. As soon as we have at least 10 confirmations, so whatever is above 10 confirmations, the line starts to weaken. It is already too much to find support in a short period of time, because what we have here is 25th of December until 31st of December, which is telling us clearly that's 6 days of more than 10 confirmations on a specific price point. That is too much. Too much for the bulls in this case to support the current structure. If this one fails to break out of the trending resistance line, which is something it did on 30, basically yesterday, it failed to break out. I mean, at least it tried. It did, but it became out to be a false breakout, and then it fall back again with a long red candlestick, which is telling us a lot of things, right? So that's how the Bitcoin's chart is looking for short term. That's what we're going to discuss today. 3,700 is support line here, something we should expect. But once again, if you fail supporting a 3,150 support line, which is a very strong one with at least 10 confirmations in the past, as fundamentally speaking, as a structure, it's a strong one. But by the time goes on, and by more confirmation it finds, it's weakening, like I've explained here already, right? So this is where we are with the BTC. This is what we have to consider as information and data. Let's have a look at the Ethereum as well, because here's another story. Ethereum moved a little bit more different. You can see the channels are different, and the price point, of course, they're different as well as the structures that we're in, pretty much different. However, we have a resistance trending line which is appearing here, and it has basically the confirmation at the top right here, which happens to put us in a triangle. The triangle has the baseline, the support zone right here, which is between 135 and 140. That's the baseline of the triangle. And then if we continue with the red line, just like we should, then we're going to enter in a triangle just like that. Now this tells us that a breakout is a must-do. The big deal is going to be where this breakout is going to happen, because the battle here between 135, 140 and 145 resistance line, look at that, this blue, look at that, it's insane. It has a lot of confirmations in about, it started from here, 29th of December until 21st, 48 hours. We're going to count the confirmations once again for you to see that technical analysis on the charts for the prices. The movements are appearing and disappearing at the time they should and they have to, because it's based on how traders and how the market is following the traders, which is compounded by the traders and by the movements of trading, right? So when people do an action, they should do it based on their ration, right? They should do it based on their knowledge, skills, and capabilities, understanding, and of course everything is backed up by data. That's why sometimes price analysis with technical details is confirming, it's touching and switching, it's moving like it would be handcrafted, exactly on the line, confirming, boom, resistance, going in the opposite way. You can see here how many confirmations. I mean, there's a lot of them, 3, 4, 5, and 6. On the top, 145 resistance, 6 confirmations. Bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 confirmations. On the bottom line, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom line, with a huge reverse triangle pattern here. That tells us instability. It's appearing here, right? It tells us the market was presenting a large buying volume at a certain time after the confirmation here in the bottom, right? So 135, 140 support zone confirmed here once again. Then we spiked up till here, and then what happened afterwards is that the market refused 150 and it pushed us down back to the level of our support zone, while we have confirmed once again, which is the true story, right? So this is happening very, very rarely to have a structure like this, the one I'm encircling right now. Great. You can see the 135, 140 has different confirmations in the past as well, from support and resistance depending where the market is trading, above or below. This one represents an important price point. Then what happens if we fall below 135, 140 support zone, the blue one? What happens if we fall below that? Well, we're touching 125 support line. That's what we should expect, support and an entry for long, right? So once again, my role here on my YouTube channel specifically is to collect data, put it together like a puzzle, and explain the charts, which are not easy to understand if you don't have the knowledge of reading them. Make them understandable, make them logic to you, and give you a tool, which is the understanding and the knowledge for better trading. That's what I'm trying to do here. Great. So that's pretty much all about BTC Ethereum 30-minute candlestick attention. We're looking short term. If you're looking for some long-term things for 2019 sort of away data, then of course I'm gonna do more videos in January, next days. What else? Yep, I wanted to share with you some interesting facts with the crash which happened in 2013. I know we're not the same, I know already these things, I know we don't have the same volume, we don't have the same market, we have futures, we have a lot of things that have changed. The entire structure, how people trade, have changed, by the way, compared to 2013 BTC's movement. But behind trading, it is the same human being, right? So that's crucial. Keep that in mind. Great, let's take a look at here. We do remember we have spiked in 2017 December. BTC was all-time high. Let's take a look at here. BTC, this is the current chart, right? 19 December, $19,000 for the BTC right there. 2013, early December, spiked, all-time high, $1,000. What happened afterwards? So basically the bottom happened in January 18, 2015, which tells us that from 2013 we were going 2014 December and 2015 early January we did capitulated, which is of course pretty close to the current situation we are right now. We're very close to our capitulation. We're very close to our situation just like that. Let's take a look at the charts here. What happens is basically we've got a year going on, and we definitely have to consider the fact that we're very close as well right now, even compared to 2013, that the capitulation is about to be, sort of a way created or exposed. It's kind of the same difference in time frames, maybe a difference of 1 to 3 months. So we could expect first quarter of 2019, by the way the data looks like right now, to give us the last signs of the capitulation, to show us the last parts of capitulation. By the way, looking at the BTC and Ethereum, including the Ripple, which is also in the battle for the first 3 cryptos, of course, compared to the BTC's price and market cap, there is a large difference as of right now. But what happens with the Ethereum paired up with a Ripple in a comparison? Well, we're about to gain the rank number 1 between the alts for the Ethereum back again, and that's what everyone speaks when we have to deal with Ethereum set for January spike to start year on positive note with Constantinople. We have the hard fork, which is scheduled for middle January 2019, transition from proof of work to proof of stake, for of course more effective and give a boost to the cryptos, specifically Ethereum market's value. This is what is expected for early 2019, such as mid. Now, media and the news, they're trying to pump the market considering this. We're going to see how the entire space is going to react, if Ethereum is going to have the ability to regain rank number 1 between altcoins again, or Ripple will have the ability to continue for 2019 the entire year as a rank number 1 for 2019. This is big deal because Constantinople, it's been waiting for a while, and it is a great development news. Right, so Happy New Year's, people. Wish you an amazing 2019. And of course, stay in touch. It's something that I can tell you. We're going to have a great year. By the way, as the data looks like, we did lost a lot of the cryptos here or there. We did lost values in their, proportion. By the way, just to sum 2018 up, it's a great lesson for everyone out there. And of course, I can't talk about profits or losses because here we did have the ability to short. We did have the ability to go long, right? So if you were shorting, it was an amazing year. If you were longing, it was the worst year, of course. But I'm not sure if it was the perfect year to long after 2017 and what happened in that year. So, that's another discussion, of course. Right, that's pretty much all about, guys. Happy New Year. And feel free to hit that subscribe button. Leave your comment right there in the zone. Hit that like button and talk to you soon in 2019. See you next time. Bye-bye.